Assalamualaikum friends, this is me, the English speaker. So today I'm back with another mind-blowing topic of the speech, that is beggars cannot be choosers. So if you are new on the channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Now let's initiate it. You cannot hold your head high with your hand out. Mr. President, today's topic is the maxim that deals with the bare reality of life. It explains relying on others, giving up human pride, honor, independence, and freedom. Sir, today's topic revolves around three harsh perspectives of life. Firstly, an individual or a nation suffering from economic depression does not have the right to choose. Secondly, after reaching the closest street, one has to choose the escape route. And thirdly, one has to accept the things given in alms and charity, no matter how poisonous and unpleasant they are. It means, Mr. President, in front of rich, poor is beggar. In front of powerful, weak is beggar. In front of master, slave is beggar. And in front of distributor, seeker is beggar. Sir, the statement beggars cannot be choosers is the condition. That one in need of help cannot dictate the conditions of the help. Beggars cannot be choosers expresses an admonishment to be grateful for that which is freely given. Sir, to understand this harsh, universal truth, let's walk to the isles of times. The Pharaoh and his army were right behind the Bani Israel, and the Red Sea was in front of them, and they had to walk to the sea. Look at, Mr. President, look at the coast of Andalusia where Tariq bin Ziyad set fire to his entire ship to show his enemy that they had no option except to fight. And just, Mr. President, look at the ports of Ethiopia who were given expired medicine on the name of so-called aid. On the other hand, my lord, on the other hand, choosers are free to chase their goals. Choosers are persistent in their approaches, and choosers are free in what they say and what they do. Sir, you must have seen a master scolding his servant for his lapses, and the servant with the folded hands, because he is at the mercy of his master. Right or wrong, he has to be humble, submissive and unassuming. Sir, the IMF and World Bank force weak countries for compliance with their unrealistic policies to create a global power in which the poor countries are placed under the debt. As John Adams once said, and I quote, "There are two ways to enslave a country. One is by sword and the other is by debt." Honorable President, developed countries such as South Korea, UK and Japan also remained in the throes of financial shocks, but these states did not spare begging bowls so that their future generation do not face the financial obstacles. Whereas the Zimbabwean Ethiopia looked forward to the IMF and United Nations for aid, leaving a debt-ridden economy for the upcoming generation. On the other hand, Mr. President, the world has turned a blind eye to uranium black marketing in India and blatant human rights violation in Indian occupied Kashmir. Just because their stable economy does not allow them to beg for foreign loans, so they are the choosers of their own fate. They can do whatever they wish, though it may be against the human rights, and ambassadors of peace remain silent on these unethical practices of India. Sir, even we can see ourselves entangled in the nexus of policies imposed by IMF. The uncontrollable surge in fuel prices, the high fuel adjustment taxes and electricity bills, rising fares, stagflation, uncontrolled debt, the dark shadows of bankruptcy are hanging like the sword over the economy. Why? Because our macroeconomic policies rely on few stronger economies of the world. Because we are constantly trapped within the support of IMF and the World Bank. Sir, sovereignty is a key element and pride of an independent nation. Nations sacrifice their lives for the protection of the supreme power. But under the burden of debt, a nation has to compromise on its sovereignty because beggars cannot be choosers. Sir, begging robs the self-respect of an individual or a nation. To revive the selfhood, one must depend on its internal strength. What is needed is the dedicated leadership which could set us and a nation on the path of self-reliance. Culture of begging and dependency leads to a life of slavery. Culture of begging and dependency leads to a life of slavery. It is a debt to opportunity, liberty, and self-esteem. I thank you all.